issued $448,573.97 was issued in rebates so far, and the total project cost overall is $174,911.38. So we did a very good job this year, and we're not done. I still have to tally up everything for November, which now all minor home repair money is gone. Yeah, forever. So now for primary prevention, that's the window replacement program, which is to reduce lead hazards in the home. So far, I've done 143 temporary hazard controls, and 100 applications have been submitted to the City of Milwaukee Health Department.
Good job. Good job.
I just want to add that Danielle was pretty much due to lead and took on the minor home this year and really did a great job with it. So she's wearing a couple hats.
I'm Shania, so I'm the crime prevention organizer. My primary function is Block Watch, Block Club organization. I work with districts 3, 5, and 7, the CLOs. I did the spread in the back, if you like that. December 17th, the potluck social, DPW, the Department of Public Works, 3850 North 35th. Think that was good? See you then. So far this year, I have had 24 different events with over 3,000 participants. That's just the short list.
Okay, I gotta cut this down to size. We're in a rush.
See.
I'm Wendy Washington. I'm the Healthy Neighborhoods Program Coordinator for Sherman Park. My primary role is basically engaging the community and helping market the neighborhood. I'm going to just go over a couple highlights. I'm responsible for the Tour of Homes extravaganzas that happen in Sherman Park. Some of you have probably seen the buses. We have showcased 16 homes this year on the Tour of Homes and have facilitated the sale of 7 of those properties. And the overall value of those mortgages is $693,000. So they're back on the tax roll and they're all owner occupants. So I'm very proud to say that. Got a long way to go with the foreclosure crisis. This year, for 2010, the do-it-yourself curb appeal program that we had running, some of you were actually participating in that. We had 18 participants. Total project costs of people fixing up their homes and the curb appeal aesthetics of their properties totaled out to $16,975. And residents' investments out of their own pocket is a total of $11,580. Outside of that, we have 3 target investment neighborhoods in Sherman Park, which is huge, and it's also a marketing strategy to help maybe some of you to sell the properties on your block, if it happens to be within the 10 area. So far, to date, we have 5 applications that have been approved in the amount of $70,000, and there are still about 6 or 7 in the pipeline. Thank you.
Good job.
My name is Robin Klein. I am an intern from MATC, graduating next month in December. I'm assistant to Shalanya. I also assist Fred and Danielle. I sing to them in the mornings. I give out hugs. I write days, and I love doing it.
All right. And if you got a phone call about today's meeting, Robin.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Robin.
Hi everyone, my name is Supreme Allah. I am the Public Ally for Sherman Park Community Association this year. What Public Allies is an AmeriCorps program that partners young people with nonprofit organizations to help them do some of the work that they may not necessarily be able to do otherwise. And what I've been tasked to do is establish a residence council. We have our first meeting on Tuesday, upcoming next week, which is really cool. Also, I'm to establish a Friends of the Park group as well. So I'll be contacting a lot of you. I worked with Keith already, who's behind the camera. And me and Fred had some meetings also, the Sherman Park Days group of folk. We met with them last week as well. And so I'm kind of doing that. And also there's a Black Male Emerging project that they're doing with Public Allies in Milwaukee and Chicago and in Baltimore as well. So I'll be working on that as well with some young people up at Washington High School. So there's, a lot to be done. And I really love Sherman Park Community Association. When I met with Fred and Shalanya, absolutely fell in love and said, this is exactly who I want to be with, and I'm glad they chose me as well. Danielle is really, really great. Robin is super great, and Wendy is great, and the environment. And actually, I have a training tomorrow that we have to talk about the environment of our placement, and I have to write out a little brief thing, and I can't wait to get started on it because it's just I work with a great group of people. Hey Fred, you didn't do yours?
Right.
Yeah, I'm still trying to make sure that we pay the rent.
Man
on,
behind man, behind man.
No, actually, I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, but I mean, none of this stuff happens. All of us rely on volunteers, and it was brought up earlier. You look at some of our committees, and the housing committee is active, and Jeff is part of that. Wherever Jeff went to, Jeff's part of that. I mean, we're still doing the housing surveys and following up on that. And last night when we were filming at Marilyn's house, I mean, she started talking about that. I mean, that's probably been going on for probably close to 40 years. We have an education committee that's just started up. It's just starting, but I know Linda's part of that. We've got some work to do, but it's in the works. I know there was one in the past. Again, we talked about it last night, and we're going to get that going again.
Diane, she can tell you about the abilities to have everything.
Okay, good. And we will. I think that's one of the things that we're going to do is do that interview and talk to Diane. You look at the paper, the Sherman Park Today, and that is an effort of love, and it's people that basically put together by volunteers. So none of this stuff happens without you. One thing I do want to mention, and I don't know, as I look around the room, there's a few here. Maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, we decided to kind of take the plunge and adopt the Mary Ryan Boys and Girls Club. It's a 3-ward site, basically to run the elections. And we did it. We started in November of '08, and we kind of learned. We learned by the seat of our pants because it was quite a turnout. The line extended from the Boys and Girls Club down to Sherman. Baptism by fire, absolutely. And so we've been doing it for the last couple of years, but it's interesting because at this point we needed like 35 or 40 people, and I'm thinking, how are we going to do that? How are we going to get that many people really to sacrifice? And folks have been working there 8 hours at the minimum, and some people 16 hours. But it never ceases to amaze me that people in Sherman Park step up. They step up for SPCA. And we had no problem doing that. And I'd like to thank everybody, and I don't know if you want to stand or raise your hand, whoever was working on the elections, thanks very much, and I think you deserve a round of applause. We're really going back. I know a lot of folks who are. That's it. One other thing I'd like to bring up, I know